now mainly on select and select enterprise and corp, not much in the SMB. Maybe you can consider that as an SMB company, that I'm going to help Google in landing the SMB customers, landing cloud to SMB customers. In that case, you need to have a very small team. And over here, it is mainly about these three roles. If at all you choose a cloud partner company, you will get into these three roles, which is different from customer. Now, customers, HCL is also one of our customer, which is a big services organization, wherein you will see a lot of administration and monitoring roles, which is a great start for freshers. It can be support. If something is not working in cloud, log a call with Google Cloud. I know some people might think that I don't want to do these kind of jobs, but it's a great start. It's a great start to have your hands-on experience, to understand the process, and also you can move on to administration architecture eventually. So if at all you start as a support engineer or a developer or somebody who is working only on the small chunk of the work, try to expand your horizon. Try to understand what your manager does. Try to understand what your seniors are doing, and slowly expand your skill set towards it. Expand the administration, hands-on administration to architecture. Trust me, many people who are very good in hands-on administration fail to be an architect, because architecture is about decision making. It's about anticipation. It's not about problem solving. It's about anticipating what kind of problems are you going to get. Understood this landscape? Now, there are some of the factors that you have to consider. Where exactly am I in this world? Yeah, many engineering jobs are in US. Yeah, they have their engineering center in US. I know Google is slowly setting up engineering in India. Last year, we have hired, I think, 1,200 only for engineering teams. Understand the project origin. Where is this project? See, only construction and local supply chain, those kind of projects origin and then gets closed within the same region. But when it comes to IT, it gets split into multiple places. It gets started in US, probably operations and development come to India. And what are all the other places apart from India? We have Costa Rica, we have Romania, which is coming up. We have Philippines, who's doing very good. Indonesia, who's doing within Asia. Find out where are all the cost centers, the center of excellence people. You can actually, this is also called location strategy. When people find out, when people are opening new offices, when organizations are opening new offices, they get into a location strategy. They work with a management consulting firm and get into location strategy. So find out, where do you want to be? Do I want to be in the origin? Or do I want to be in the operations? Do I want to be in the closures? Do I want to be in everything? Based on it, the location also matters. Within India, if you see, tier 1 market, Bangalore, Mumbai, Gurgaon, all are tier 1 market. Tier 2 markets, Chennai, Trivandrum, Cochin, what else? Rajkot is actually coming as a tier 2 market for support centers. And tier 3, Madurai can be tier 3. And what kind of jobs do we get? It depends upon how ready we are. We cannot ask for engineering jobs if you are not ready, right? It's always about, hey, I prepped myself for the last 8 months. I've prepped 150 people for the last 8 months. Can you bring me something? That's how the business works. So it depends on where you are. The preparation also changes. And where exactly do you want to be? Do you want to be in the engineering or do you want to be in the operations? Based on that, the location strategy is different. Now, the most important thing which is relevant for everybody in this room, career stage. Career is actually a 30-year-old journey. It can be about 30 also, but most of the people have it as a 30-year-old journey. Let's keep it as phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Phase 1 is 0 to 10, wherein most of us are ICs. In this period, most of us are ICs. We are allowed to do a lot of mistakes. You'll have mentors. You'll be curious most of the time, learning a lot of other things. There comes a slight midlife crisis around 8 to 10 years. Some of you might have faced it. Things are slowly, being different. That's actually a transition from your first career stage to the second career stage. In the second stage, which is 10 to 20 years, It's not about your performance. It's about how many people are you empowering. As a manager, I cannot keep talking about myself. Hey, I know this. I did this certification. I did that certification. No. Whatever is my skill set in my 0 to 10 will affect me in my 10 to 20. For example, I cannot keep wearing my confidence everywhere. It's about how confident my people are in my 10 to 20. So you need to focus apart from yourself. So in 0 to 10, it is self-leadership. In 10 to 20, self-leadership plus people leadership. Sometimes I hear from people that, I like to be an IC. I will never be a manager. So you don't have a choice. You may not have a manager title, but you need to work with people. You need to be willing to empower other people. Aim to be a manager. It actually makes a lot of impact in your self-leadership also. So in the second phase, it is self-leadership plus people leadership. Come to the third phase. Many people struggle in the third phase, and that is when they hire executive coaches, career coaches, and start figuring out. It will take at least 2 years for them to figure out what is going on in life. It's about self-leadership plus people leadership plus organizational leadership. You have to make an impact in the finance, in the organization. You cannot say that I will come to office, work with people nicely, and 20 years of experience, I'll just have I'll conduct sessions and everything. But what is the financial impact? When you're 20 and above, you have to make a cost. You should have converted a few cost centers into profit centers and become a business partner, right? So the financial impact. So in the first 10 years, it is self-leadership. Second 10 years, it's about self-leadership and people leadership. And what about in the third one? Self, people, and organizational leadership. Keep everything in mind. It might happen. It's not just 10 years. It could be age plus or minus 2 years here and there also for you. I understand where you are. You might choose to start your second phase right after 6 years. I became a manager when I was 26. I wanted to get into that phase because I feel that the second phase is going to be very long for me, a lot of work in progress. So I became a manager when I was 26. Now in this phase, transition from IC to manager to leadership, there is, one of my friends is an executive coach. He came up with a package, engineering to engineering manager, engineer to engineering manager, 6 months coach, 5 lakhs, which is a hot selling course for him. His name is Vinesh Sukumaran, who is one of the executive coaches who work with people. Many ICs struggle to become managers because they continue to function like an IC in their new roles. So consider where exactly do you want to go and where do you want to be. Okay, what if I want to become an IC always? Yes, there are options. We will get into that. And organizations, am I going to work in the actual product IT company or the IT department of non-IT companies? Sorry, it's not IT companies, it's non-IT companies. For example, PepsiCo, their main business is beverages, but they have a very strong IT team. Yeah, a very small team. But if you see Google, it is an IT company. Day in and day out innovation happens about the products, about the services. Another perspective that you can see is product-based companies versus service-based companies like HCL, Wipro, TCS, Accenture, Deloitte, and startups. Where exactly do you want to be? And we have seen the Cloud Center of Excellence, how different it is going to be. Now, types of employment, full-time, the safest thing. I know your generation doesn't prefer much of full-time employment. That's what I see of people with your age in the metro. By the way, I interact a lot of your age group, 0 to 8. That's my favorite group. What if you want to be an IC all the time? Really passionate about this technology and the process involved in it. What if I want to do this for the next 30 to 40 years? Yeah? Individual contributor. For this one, IC? Okay, individual contributor. That's how most of us start our career. We don't start as a manager, right? Sorry about this. Okay. So there are freelance jobs that you can pick up. There are contract jobs that you can pick up. but you need to be a subject matter expert in that. You cannot ask help from anybody else. And Upwork, there are many other, there is one more. Yes, yes, and there is a name that I'm missing. Sorry. I'll give it a sentence. So we get a lot of freelance work, short term, 3 hours freelance work to 30 hours of freelance work, wherein you can continue to do a lot of your tech work there. And they pay based on hours. Yeah, and that itself can be a full-time career for some of you. If at all you want to have a very well-balanced life, that I want to work just 5 days. So I have done that for 9 months in my career. I was a trainer. I trained myself in the Microsoft technologies. I was a trainer, so I charge 50K per day, and Microsoft gives me training directly. You have to be an MCT. Similarly, you also have an option to be a GCT, Google Certified Trainer, wherein Google gives you training directly via an ATP, Authorized Training Partner. Yeah, I work for 8 days a month, and remaining days I used to chill. So there are many people who are considering this after having 5 to 6 years of experience with heavy subject matter expert in that area. Now, moving on. Now, I think you got a landscape. Now, with this landscape, I'll quickly go through how you can start your preparation. Find out whether you're having a job or a career. When I say career, you need to be prepared at least for the next 3 roles. Things happen, things change. Currently, I'm an admin, but I want to move into architect. I want to move as a senior architect and then principal architect. Research what is the difference between different types of roles, and then find a career path. Am I getting into infrastructure? What is the roadmap of a DevOps engineer? How many tools should I learn? I want to get into security. In that case, can it be a mix of hybrid with both traditional as well as cloud? And have your own roadmap. Get into skill set discovery exercises. Skill set discovery exercise can be done with the help of people and with the help of internet. Find out take a printout of 5 different roles that you are aiming for, and 5 different job description of the same role that you are aiming for. Find out what is your match, yeah, where you are, what is the industry's expectation. Based on this, you can do your own discovery exercise. There are some career coaches, there are some people, so talk to them and maybe you can find out people in LinkedIn. How many of you are in LinkedIn? For the remaining people, please create a LinkedIn account and be very active in LinkedIn. Yeah, that's the place where you can actually meet people and get to know a lot of things. Now, stages of developing a new skill set. Sometimes you might you might have attended a technical interview and cleared it with flying colors. But unfortunately, in the HR round, people say that, you did well, but you don't have that experience. Anyone who had, okay. There are a lot of startups who are struggling for money. Go do 3 months work. Yes, freelancing work is better with startups. Of course, in big companies, there are no freelancing work. Go talk to some of the startup founders, tell them that it's going to be a win-win situation. I want this particular skill set. I see that your company needs this particular skill set. I can give you 4 hours per day. I don't need a payment. I just need 3 months of experience certificate. And then that's how you bridge that. And you can do this for 4 or 5 other skill sets. 2 hours every day for 4 different startups. That's how you actually build a beautiful bouquet of skill sets among yourself. That's how you are going to be prepared. Yes, because see, you cannot you cannot start as a freelancer. You have to start as an intern. Freelance, they expect technical expertise. You're not allowed to do mistakes. You're not allowed to ask them anything. It comes with what is it that I want with a deadline. That's it. So go do internships in multiple other companies. Free usually recommended at least with 5 to 6 years of experience. Otherwise, people may not do. Yeah. Invitation phase. Now comes the most important part. At any given point of time, I mean, I've been switching 4 different companies in the last 15 years. At any given point of time, everybody needs to switch, right? We are not 3. That's the only difference between us and a 3. So Resume. Your resume is very important. Please don't wear this as a badge of honor by saying that I haven't updated my resume. I am not active in social media. No, that's not a sign of maturity. You might hear this from some people thinking that they are very, very mature. No, you need to have strong digital presence. Every time when you say image, every time when we say image, maintain your image. What's your name? Tamil Vanan. Tamil Vanan has an image. And what is that image? A, B, C, D. Remember this. A, appearance. Your appearance is very important. That brings us a lot of respect. B, behavior. A lot many people don't know how to behave after having a pet. Yeah. Behavior irrespective of any external disturbances. C, communication. And D, the most important thing is digital presence. So you need to have a strong digital presence for your life, not just for career. For your life, you need to have strong digital presence. So start with your resume. Have a very impressive resume. Maybe you can take a paid service, or you can build via Canva. Yeah, any Canva users here? Yeah, a lot many people. So you can build your resume and help others also. You can help me also. I'm in the process of revamping my resume. So put all the contact details in the first page. Nobody is interested to know how many times your dad got transferred in the railway from one city to another city. So don't put all the schools. Yeah, all the crisp contact details in the first page. Start with a skill set summary. For that, you need to understand where you are: beginner, intermediate, senior in that particular skill set. Let's take cloud administration. Do not put the everyday job of it. When I say everyday job, I know how to create a virtual machine. I know how to create Kubernetes cluster. I know how to do VPC peering. No. Just put the overall cloud administration and what you have done with an impact. I had created Kubernetes cluster for this particular startup, which can be your internship. Yeah, so this is why I say that multiple internship. The internship can be as short as 5 days internship in one startup. So that you have done something, get the experience certificate, and put one line in your resume. So skill set summary of it. And then the technical skill category. Yeah, what kind of categories? Is it within administration? Is it within DevOps? Is it within security or your dev skills? And what have you done? Projects are very, very important. Your top 3 projects. And when I say project, it's not the group project that you have done in the college. That you yourself had made an impact. And there are a lot of, there are domains, free domains available now. Start creating your own website only for yourself, where you can upload your resume, put the projects in. And there was one very creative resume that I saw. It doesn't have anything. It just has a QR code. When I scanned it, it took me to his website. And there I have all the details, all the social media page, his projects, his social activities, the CSR activities, everything that I have done. It was amazing. Of course, social impact, you can do this one of the internship in any one of the NGO. Probably a lot many NGOs are struggling with their security of their websites, right? Payment gateway, you can attach a payment gateway. You can actually, most of the small NGOs, it says donate now and then it goes to a contact number or something it gets lost. Now to Razorpay, attach a payment gateway to them, tell them that this is the basic amount. Maybe I can contribute for the first 3 months. Later on, you can get in touch with somebody else. So that is a project. There are certain things, I don't want to get into this immediately, take a photo of it. There are certain things that you need to remove from your resume, if at all you have those boring traditional resumes. Be careful about this references. Do not give anyone's PII, personally identifiable information in the resume. My previous manager's number, no. References will be given based on when the situation warrants. Now, the digital presence, the D of the image, social presence is very, very important. But what will I do in LinkedIn? Create your own content. Start creating your own content. This is what I have done. This is the, a small, it can be anything, related to the target audience that you want to attract. First of all, have all your target audience. A lot many startup founders, all those people who, who are looking for you, actually, who are looking for your type of skill set, add them in LinkedIn, and you can have your own GitHub page. You can maintain your code repository, blogs. Unfortunately, in India, you cannot make money by writing in Medium, but there are a lot many people who are making money in Medium. Have your own personal website. Play around with your creativity. I'm sure your people know more about how to market yourself. Network with the right stakeholders. When you add somebody in LinkedIn, just don't give a connection request. Send a message. Hey, I am so and so, who is a very short thing, not a very big skill set somebody, who's a developer, who's a security analyst, and your posts are interesting. I would like to follow. Keep a standard thing. There was one particular time I was adding at least 60, 70 members every day. Okay, just add them with a note. People who reject, let them reject, it's fine. Yeah. And participate in hackathons, community work. Keep a track of everything. Now, participation is not just coming there and listening to it. Keep a track of everything. I know I'm extending this session. Is it okay if I continue? Yeah. Now, skill badges. How many of you are aware of skill badges? Google skill badges. Quick labs. Skill badges. Please, can you come and talk about that? 1 minute, one quick minute. Because a lot many people don't know about it. Trust me, sometimes in Google, we do resume, match based on skill badges. So please talk about it. Your name?
Myself, Pawan. I'm from Delhi. Firstly, thank for a golden opportunity to speak for about 1 minute. It's just labs with a free cost where students can develop their knowledge and skill set for the cloud-based companies and some other tools which is the cloud companies are using. We can able to develop the systems which Google have a tracking systems. Firstly, we need to have a Quick Lab accounts and we need to connect with the Quick Labs. The Quick Labs gives a login address and password. We need to connect with the Google Cloud website, and we need to give those credentials which Quick Lab is providing to you, and we need to connect with that. And the Quick Lab has every instructions which we need to follow accordingly. And accordingly, last the Quick Lab says some set of solutions or some instructions that we need to follow. And after completing those we need to give a done or some other options which is provided. And after that, Google Quick Lab sends a request to Google Cloud whether these student has done these activities or not. If the activities is done, then we need to then the Quick Lab has mark the solutions that he has done, and and accordingly the marks will be get updated and our lab will be get over. This is basic operations of Quick Labs with the Google Cloud. Yes, thank you.
Please help others in setting up a basic Quick Lab account. It comes with very clear instruction on where to click, including the screenshot. Click here and then there is a screenshot. And all of it, it's like a bank account for you. All the labs that you have done, all the skills, the labs that you have done gets accumulated. And sometimes internally when we hire, the resumes get adjusted based on the skill badges. And some of the partners and cloud customers out there come to skill badges and choose people accordingly. There are some known people who are like having #1 ranking in skill badges. So Senthil, looking forward to have more skill badges from Madurai. What's your name? Raghavan. You're very good in impromptu speech. Probably you should add that in your resume. Yeah. Okay, so be a speaker in events. Of course, this itself is a community event where you're going to speak a lot. Immediately put that in LinkedIn. It's important. Tag the right set of people. You can tag me. You can tag the community managers from Google. Personal branding. It's very important. Sometimes when I compliment some people, they say that, oh, no. It's only because of that. Oh, it's your help. No, accept it. Accept the compliment. I see a lot of, it comes with women naturally that we always neglect compliments. No, get the compliment. Personal branding is very important. It's you. You are very important. And even when you become a part of team, In the name of that we, do not lose that I come with that individual. So this is very important. Always maintain. People sometimes might make fun of you when you are very active in social media, when you capture everything. It's very important. Now, the interview phase. No, it's not going to be an interview preparation workshop, just to give you the structure and landscape of the interview. So usually it's the screening round. For screening, your resume keywords are very, very important. What you have done. Please avoid English. I'm least bothered about your hobbies. What have you done? Hobbies, yes, 1 or 2 lines you can put it, but writing too much about, all of the hobbies and things, no, it may not work. Screening round, whatever the job that you want to apply for, have those hashtags in mind. Have a list of your hashtags and frame your sentences accordingly. Then we have tech rounds, management rounds, and then we have few other things that move on to individual things. I'll share these slides to you. Yeah. So screening round, usually the screening is done by sourcing specialists. They are not the hiring managers, so don't bounce on them. Okay, so they are having probably 1/10, not even 1/10, maybe 1/100th of what your understanding is about technology, and they need to have that level of conversation with you. So if they don't understand, don't worry about it. Explain in a very high level in the screening call. Do not get into in-depth of technical. Understand the technology part of the technical part. There are some general knowledge terms in individual technology and technical part. Handle those things and talk more about your achievements, that this is what I had done in this, which had resulted in the organization. Give an impact. Because most of the time, the sourcing specialist doesn't understand your resume. It's the hiring managers and the technical people who understand. So have a very high level of, things, and put some of the don'ts as well. Moving on to the management part. I haven't put the technical part of it. You will conduct. I'll bring somebody in one of your, in one of your community events. I will bring somebody who will be helping you in how to handle the technical interview, how to prepare for certifications. So the crux is not, handle everything today. Management round. There are certain, must-haves and good-to-haves. Let's see. In the hiring managers round, what usually, I am also one of the hiring managers. What I usually see is the role-related knowledge. I'm going to hire somebody. What is the understanding of this particular person already about this particular role? If you can give me 30 to 40% of it, it gives me a very good confidence that I can bridge the remaining, 60 to 70%. And there are some of the soft skills which are very, very important. Trust me, only 15% of your success is based on your technical skills. Remaining 85% is soft skills, the communication, how you talk. Now, when I say soft skills and communication, I'm not talking about your English. Your English may be bad. Yeah, none of us are native speakers, right? I was born and brought up here. I remember going to, spoken English class during my college days. But the communication skill, are you able to communicate? Are you listening without interrupting? Sometimes people keep interrupting. And there is this Me Too syndrome. Hey, you know what? I like that. Oh, me too. I love black. And then they keep that, Me Too conversation. So there are some of the soft skills and proactiveness. Ask the other person. Just because the other person is a hiring manager, it doesn't mean that you have to be very selfless. So ask what kind of projects will I be giving help? Be mindful about asking questions. And some of the good to haves for top performers, whatever you have already done, your social presence can help here as well. And what are all the extra skills and badge and the certification, the list of certification, which says that you are a self-motivated person, that you are a good to go person. If I put a change in project, if there's a change in technology, this person will be able to adapt to changes immediately. So show all those things, and having a certification definitely helps. Probably we have one more session only about Google Cloud certification. And cross-functional knowledge. I am a developer. I don't know anything else. Please do not have that. Do not give that feel to anybody else. Some of the very basic things to argue, talking ill about something, talking something sensitive which is going on in the name of casual conversation. So be mindful about casual conversations that you are having. Listen to the other person. Understand what kind of the mindset that person is in and tune yourself accordingly. This is the second phase of the career that I was talking about. You cannot say that I am an individual contributor, I care a damn about what's happening in my team. There are some of the basic flavors of management, which is even for life, which will help you in accelerating your career. Incident management, some particular incident had happened. This is not what we have expected. Somebody related the instances. Let me pick up the ownership of it and handle it. And if there is an escalation, I'll get into the client call. Let me try to, let me speak. Let me try to speak. I'll try to pacify the customer. I'll try to de-escalate the situation. Do you have a particular customer who keeps giving you problem? Put that as an account to me. Let me handle for 2 months, 3 weeks. That all of this come under, always keep your resume in my day in and day out. For the first 5 years of your career, every day, did I do something in this week, whatever I have done? Can I put one line in my resume? So these are the different flavors of management that you can actually, when there is a new hire, you can train that person, create a quick onboarding Google sheet that day one, these are the people that you have to meet, these are the things that you will get to know. And this person is your mentor. Put a 10 days onboarding plan. That way you are grooming yourself to become a mentor and eventually a people manager. HR round, mostly HR round is to confirm some of the things, so no major decision making happens here. So compa ratio, how many of you know this compa ratio? Do not force HR, but ask for a compa ratio. How much ever is that company pays divided by the market cap. It is usually, it should be 1 or 0.8. Yeah. There are some companies like unicorns pay like 2 and 3, but ask for compa ratio. Your pay divided by the market's pay. Let's say 5 lakhs is the market pay for it. If they put 4 divided by 5, what is it? 0.8. If it is 6, then it is 1 point something, which is a very good compa ratio. Anything which is above 1 is a good compa ratio. And you have certain, you have Fishball and you have few other, apps to research about the denominator of it. Numerator is what they are giving. Denominator is what you are researching. Leverage social media carefully. Hey, I have received offer from this company. Which one to choose? Yeah, I know people are doing it. It's up to you, but do it carefully. I'm not asking you not to do it. Do it carefully. Tag the right set of people. People are watching. There is a very good example of a girl losing NASA internship because of social media. Do you know that? Research about that girl. Why she lost NASA internship? Because of just one social media post. Negotiation. Ask for the right numbers. All the companies have numbers. So do not undermine your value. Or can I get this much of percentage of hike? No, this is the hike that I want. This is what I have researched. Can you bridge it? Can you bridge this? And be mindful when you are negotiating with one more offer. I'm not a very big fan of offer negotiation, getting one offer from one company and then negotiate it. But if it's up to you, if you want to do it mindfully. No too much of follow-ups because they are lost in their own process and they are not the decision makers. HR are not the decision makers. Do not get into that process of too much of follow-up. And most of the time, if you're not going through the interview, especially the management round, do not expect feedback. It's not that we reject a particular candidate only because of that person's performance. Maybe another person's notice period can be 1 month. I need that person immediately. I cannot communicate that, right? So do not ask for feedback. Do not take it personal. Management round, if you lose it, there may be few other factors which is apart from you, which had driven that particular decision. Transition phase may not be relevant because we have only few people who are in the 5 and above category. But just in case, if at all you are moving from one job to another job, how to handle. If you have a career coach, you can get in touch with me for sessions if at all you want to understand how to handle 90 days notice period. I'm losing a particular offer because of this 90 days notice period. So there are some of the things that you need to do with your current employer. It's called notice period because everybody notices you, right? Yeah. So there are certain things that you should stop doing in your notice period. Just keep calm and carry on. That's the best thing that you can learn from the Britishers. Yeah. So the new employer, if at all there is this 90 days notice period, keep the HR or whoever is your point of contact informed once into 3 weeks. Exactly after 45 to 50 days, ask for a buddy. I know I'm joining in the next 5 to 6 weeks. Is there a way that I can start the buddy call every week to get to know what's going on? Can I attend some of the team meetings if you have the intention to join that organization? That way, you're keeping the threads warm. Yeah, that builds a very good relationship before even you join that company. Now, first 90 days of your job is very important. First 30 days of observation, and then slowly do not make too much of changes in your job. I'm here and too much of process chaos. I'm going to change everything now. First 30 days just go with the flow. Second 30 days, do the same thing, even with their own mistakes, and then slowly start giving some suggestions. That way, you will be perceived as a leader. You know, the person had started, and this is a smooth transition, and that's how you build your image in new company. That's very important. The image, once again, ABCD. It's very important in your new company. This is very important. Every version of your life needs a new version of you. Keep changing. Do not fix your personality. Like most of our parents did that. One government job, 2 kids, one home, dead. After that, they have been breathing. They haven't lived. They have been breathing for the next 50 years, but they were dead in almost 26, 27. Don't do that. Yeah, I know most of us are not in that category. So what got you here may not even help you with one step ahead. New people, have new coaches, new gurus, new friends, new place. Move to that city, move to a place where they haven't spoken, where you don't know that language. Try to experiment a lot of things which keeps you alive. I hope this session is useful for you. Yeah? How is your self-exploration journey? Were you able to understand where you are and where do you want to be? The mind of this journey is just an initiation. Do more research. Write your own plan, crafting plan. What kind of word clouds is my personality? Yeah, I know all of us are in 20s and 30s, which means that we have a personality. What kind of word clouds do I have? What kind of career that I want to become? I want to have? What kind of life and gadgets that I want to have? Keep a track of everything. Write. It helps in your NLP. You know, writing. Physically write it. And I wish you all the very best. Keep in touch.
Thank you so much, Evangeline. This is a very detailed session. Like anyone who want to, I think everyone agree on that. So like it give complete picture of how to start your career in the cloud platform. Even I want to listen some feedback on this session. Like anyone voluntarily want to share your experience? Anyone?
Yeah, I want to tell something. So, Evangeline, it's really an impressive session, okay?
Thank you.
Because I say, as in that phase two. So, whatever we are already following, she's explaining to you all. The one important thing I would say is, we'll not get such opportunity. Like, even we really don't have any career coach here. Maybe in Chennai we may get it, but if you have the recording of the session, maybe even if you watch it after 5 years or 10 years, it will be mostly relevant to your current phase. That's what I feel like. I never attended any interview, okay, but I got many offers. If you follow those things exactly, your digital presence as well as the way you are doing your things and showcasing to this world, post it in your Twitter, post it in your social media. People are noticing you, okay? You will get whatever you want, actually. So if you go to every slide, every line, whatever she's telling, and just relate with you, if not all, at least try to follow that 80%. So you don't need to worry about your career. It all will happen automatically. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we will share the presentation to everyone. Okay, you can go through that, and this session recording also we will share post this one. And see, as a community, it's all about collaborating with other community. It's all about like exchanging and working together. So this session, even we have invited other cloud community and other local communities here. They will share what is their community and what they are doing. So you can even be part of those community also. I think you can talk about cloud native. So he is a you can take this meeting.
Should we do or should we not do? This is how much more time we have?
This is the last session, and next is the lunch. So yeah.
Yeah, what's the problem?
That's how we prepare them for the test. Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. Actually, I'm not a software engineer in Plum, and I'm not part of Cloud Native Computing Foundation Chennai lead. But anyway, I think it's for some others. My name is Vijay Bharati. So I'm also just from Madurai, not exactly from Madurai, just a village from Madurai. So
What is the village?
near Arupukote,
What is that?
Palayambati.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm happy to say that. I'm like every one of you, and I just studied engineering in one of the colleges near here, Kamaraj College. And basically, I'm a mechanical engineer. So I studied mechanical engineering. After that, I was having one IT offer, one core company. So what happened exactly? Like I was about to join company. There is no any option, right? I'm from a Tier 3 college. I don't know what is IT at all. So in the year, I think 2016, so I attended one interview. Not interview, sorry. I attended one event on that. So I think it's GDG IO extended. It's again IO extended exactly like this event. I still remember. And I don't know there is such event and all happening. One of my friends just asked it, like, if you want to just come there. So that entirely changed my career. Exactly. I was having amazing speakers like you all, and I was listening those sessions carefully, but nothing was relevant to me because I was studying mechanical, and I was having one idea of a co-op. Though what happened exactly, like then I was like, these people are doing really amazing things, but I never found them. Though I'm around Madurai, I never know like there is such community and all happening or running there. Then I was like, why we should not be a part of it? So I joined there and I attended actually there. Then I was like, okay, let's choose IT path. It's totally not relevant to me. I completed mechanical. Let's choose IT path. It seems very interesting for me, but I love coding and all. I learned Java. From C, I learned all those things from my college days. So I started doing IT path. Whatever the offer I am having, I'm still with that company. And other than that, what I did, so I started being part of a lot of communities like GDG. So just because I moved to Chennai, then I joined this GDG events last for 4 or 5 years. That was really helping for us. I mean, helping me and not just me. First, we are going as an attendee like you are, and we are learning things. Then, in the next level, like, hey, I'm doing something new. I want to showcase to the other people. So we are just requesting for some sessions, and we are making some impact on others as well. And the next level will be, hey, I want to help in conducting events. Then I started being a volunteer of some of the community events. Then let's run another chapter. So we started some chapter like a GDG Cloud Madurai. Then I was working with GDG Cloud Chennai. So this is how the community journey, along with my career, is also going. So while I'm coming in, somebody was asking. One of my friends told me, and I want to attend this event, but I don't know what's going to happen there. நீங்க சொல்லுங்க. Can you please tell me? So what your friend told, just attend the event. That will be important for you. That's what he told. So I just want to answer that person, and I'll just close this. So community is all about nothing but just getting things for us and giving back to the other members. The impact what we are making, it will be really huge. I know already. Usually, in any tech events, I used to attend a lot of tech events, Chennai, Bangalore. We won't see this much diversity actually. But in Chennai, around 50% of diversity I can see. Sorry, Madurai, around 50% of diversity I can see. That's really important. And also the work WTM Madurai is doing is important. Already there are a lot of videos you might have seen. So I really want to congratulate, and it will continuously will do that. So just to be a part of community, not just to be a part of, just to engage with the actual events. So continue to come to the meetup and see how it is relevant to you. Start practicing it and then give it back to the community and just make some impact on. We are in Tier 3 city, maybe. Then go one step back. Go to the villages. If you are a part of WTM or not, go to the villages. Just try to teach them and bring them here and let them also grow along with us. That's what we are all going to do here. It's already late, I know. After 6-7 years only, we are having GDG Cloud chapter. But of course, industries start coming to Madurai as well. So it will be relevant for us. We can be here. Earlier, it was just a talent hub. Now it's going to be IT hub as well. So I would like to congratulate Arvindan and team for initiating this. Thank you also.
We want people like you also to come back first.
Yes. Actually, the thing is, they opened my office in Coimbatore. So the first question I asked my leadership, like, where we will open in Madurai. So they were like, we need to analyze the need. And they were like opening a survey also. They gave a survey. And the people who are having native in Madurai, but they are just thinking whether we need to come to Madurai or not. The thing is, they may think like tech exposure is little less. I still want to go to Bangalore because it's better than Chennai. But if you are having such things, maybe it will be having our Madurai also like.
You
I
tell
think
us what we should do
Yeah, we should do.
so that people like you come back to Madurai and make this as, if not like Chennai, probably close to Chennai.
Yeah. So we are trying to create the same atmosphere here so that it will soon become another IT hub. Because talents are already from here only.
Yeah.
But just to have that atmosphere ready, these are very good initiatives. Similarly, we have so many other communities. Basing the impact of this community in social media, other communities will come back and they'll say that, yeah, let's have it.
Thank you.
People are here. Thank you.
So Kritika is actually from Karur. She's joining the online. So she is Google Developer Student Club. If you are studying in colleges, Google has an opportunity called Developer Student Club. That means you will be the representative in your campus. So Google organize various boot camps in their office. So you will be the first person to receive that knowledge and you will share in your campus. So you will create as a leadership skill in your campus. So every year Google run this program. If you are interested, you can go through this and apply it. And Kritika will share about her experience.
Thank you once again, and happy for this opportunity. Okay, this is me, Kritika. Currently, I am pursuing my 3rd year, and I've been working as a research student of the university, and I've been working as a research student of Propeller Technologies, and I'm working on robotics field too. As of my view, community is the platform where we learn, grow, and enrich the skills we have. I believe that the pace where I join a community will help me to grow myself, and now today I'm leading a community. This is what I believe a community can change one's life to. For example, when you take off Google, there are a lot of community events which has been taken by a lot of fields. For example, take off Women Tech Makers program. In Women Tech Makers program, we run events focusing on technology and on self-improvement and on how to portray ourselves as remarkable. And as you go up, I am remarkable sessions. There we talk about the self-celebration because the self-celebration is the most needed one. When I moved to the Google Developer Student Club, here we noticed the most realistic problems and we came up with the solutions. For example, a few days before, we came up with a problem that is the students are quitting their studies and there is a problem of increasing in dropout. We searched for a solution which is actually a real life problem. There we talked with a lot of institutes and a lot of foundations and finally came up with a solution that is we are going to educate the students of with the help of Zogo schools so that the students are learning from next August. A community can help us to grow. As you come up Google, there are a lot of events which is being centralized to portray you and to portray with projects. For example, I have started by doing my project for one of the events of GDSC WOW. Today, my project is being selected for visiting Japan, and I'm being currently working on research of PCRI. So the thing is, when you have an idea, don't hesitate to say to others. And I think the community is the place where you can grow. I hope GDG Madurai is doing a great job, because when I was in a dream of to start a GDG in Karur. So I have started talking with the team. They are really doing an awesome job because they are working under different places. We asked with the question, that is, how you manage these kind of things. We are working on different places and how you manage it. The thing is, they said that is an interest and keen on the work. I really appreciate the team for their entire hard work they do, and I hope GDG Madurai is going to keep rocking in upcoming years. And all the best to entire team. If you want to hear more about GDRC program or women tech makers, you can ping me anytime. I'm happy to help you. Thank you.
Thanks, Kritika. Anyone who want to be a GDSC, this program to know, like I can connect you to the Kritika. So this is a good opportunity in your college days, creating your leadership skill and get to know the latest technology from Google side. And next is Praveen from GDG Cloud, similar to GDG Cloud Madurai. He's already running a GDG Cloud in Coimbatore, and he will share his experience.
Hey all, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Cool. Thank you, Arvind. Then I'm really glad that GDG Cloud Madurai is happening right now. So I think this is the third cloud community in Tamil Nadu. So Chennai was the first, followed by Coimbatore, and now it's Madurai. Really happy to see things shaping up very well in Madurai. So we already had a Google Developer Group community, and for sure this cloud community would be taking Madurai to places, and it would bring a lot of people into the ecosystem. So since the cloud domain is expanding very rapidly, so especially in the last 5 years, we have seen exponential growth. Google Cloud is also investing a lot in making things happen, and also focusing heavily on the community side of things. So really happy on that. Just wanted to take a minute to congratulate everyone in this ecosystem right now, and also for Arvind to take the lead and bring more developers into the group. So yeah, all the best everyone. Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Praveen. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Next, I would like to invite our local community, but from AWS. So please share your. So the whole idea is we have a lot of other cloud community, and some of a person from GDG initial days, like Vijay, he is leading a Azure community. So he also will support on anything related to Microsoft Azure.
Yeah, hi all. I think very nice sessions till now from Google. So it's from AWS. I'm from Madurai. So we want to promote AWS in Madurai. We recently started in Jan this year 2022. So we started AWS user group Madurai. So we have been present in all the social media channels, starting from LinkedIn. You can follow us. Actually, I think you can see the link tree here, so that you can go and see. We are very active in Slack, and for example, we are conducted already AWS Cloud Practitioner Bootcamp, and you can go and follow us in all the WhatsApp group. I think this link tree, I think you can easily visualize this web URL where you can go and register yourself. And similarly, in future we'll be conducting events. Due to pandemic, we are conducting virtual events. Going forward in future, we will conduct in-house the offline events like this, and we'll expect more participation from in and around Madurai. So thanks Senthil and HCL. I'm working in HCL. Thanks HCL and Senthil for providing me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. And I would like to invite Srivastava, he ran one of the oldest community in Madurai and creating a community concept here. I want him to share his experience.
Morning, everyone. I'm Shiva. I do cybersecurity consulting for the last 10 years in Madurai. Like Mr. Thiru said, we started a campaign long back, Metro to Madurai. So it is keep running, and we got community co-work space here. So the companies who plan to start here from Singapore or US, we just help them to set up their ODC here. And what we see in Senthil's effort is really amazing for the last 8 years. Many of my friends and relatives also got benefit through him. And I feel very bad they didn't give back as others do, like this guy. So it's great. And we do monthly, third Saturday, we used to host a startup meet. And we just connect people who want to get solutions. And As sir said, AWS also we got a lot of support from Amazon. Every startup get around $5,000 credit for 2 years. So we will discuss about that short in detail.
So I recently went to a college. The 3 kids have started their own company and they've developed the website and they got money from the customers as well. So they are looking for a mentorship on how to formally register the company, how to brand it properly and all of that. So probably is it third Saturday?
Yeah, today evening we have.
I'll get them for next week.
Sure. It will be Saturdays we used to connect. Not an issue. And first we connected a hackathon in HCL 4 years back, Madurai hackathon. So I was part of the organized team, but I could not present at that time. And now the next hackathon is coming on August 13-14. The organizer is here, I think. That's is there. So it is about smart city team.
So what they discovered in 2019 was the ideas were great, but that did not help the community. There was nothing that came out of that which could be used by the company. So this year, that is a challenge that I told Senthil as well. Senthil gets this place as long as he gives back something to the community. And probably this year we should look at it as understand the problem from this community, try to create a solution.
Sure.
I want that solution to be running in either government offices somewhere and then see how that benefits. So probably going forward, any event that we do, we should have that as a focus. And then I'm trying to work with collector and the commissioner, see if we can.
Even our beloved minister, Peter, also very much supportive to the ecosystem.
So we'll create a 3-year or 5-year vision and then have all these events create like a program, something like that, and then strive that larger vision.
And Devendra told certain points to the students, which is very much need for Madurai students' mindset to change that towards the internship and the freelance team.
So I
really it's a good event.
As I said, so I'm here from HCL is committing certain number of hours to comment. But the sad thing is they are not reciprocating the commitment that the industry is. So my ask is I've spoken to your friends and all the companies are willing to commit. So when at the right point of time we'll reach out to you and help you also to be involved.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm inviting Umara ma'am just to share about the hackathon.
Thank you.
I am Yamla. I am from Madurai. So I did the BA in PCE. So I went out of Madurai, lived outside for quite long, more than 2 decades. I have returned back here. So I have started a training and placement center. That's my business. So when I came here, I started connecting with the local community that many of the people I met are here. Shiva is one, Nageshwar is one, and then we have Yogarajan also. So it was really good connecting with people here. And then at that meeting, we decided we should run one event here. That is where the idea of hackathon came in. So we chose smart city as the theme because that will connect with people quite easily. The problems are easy to understand and people will come back with solutions. So we are planning to run it in Solamalai College, August 12th to 14th. So the venue is fixed and everything is getting fixed. We have also registered our community as a trust so that the things are open and the things are very easy to manage for people who are coming in later to take over and run it. So this community, we are making it as a very open community, not attached with anything, meaning it is to promote knowledge sharing and it is to connect with the youngsters as well as the experienced people. So it is really to bring back something back to Madurai and back to the community. So Madurai is usually seen as a big village. We have to change that name. Every one of us have the responsibility to do that. So I didn't do it for 20 plus years and I have come just now to do that. So I think collaborative knowledge and collaborative effort can make wonders. So it's a small start. So as you said, just now you said nothing came out of it, and we are aware that, we may not be able to achieve immediately something, but we have to keep on talking so that something good will happen maybe 2 years later, 3 years later. So we understand the problems, but we will work. So that is why we wanted to, we keep our objectives very open and very, we wanted to be very federated, no hierarchy, easy for everyone to come together, create something and give back. So that is where we are. So Madurai Hackathon is the next event we want to run and see how it goes. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm really happy to see Google Cloud community in Madurai. So we need more of it, really, to put Madurai in the technology map of the world. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And we have a couple of questions from the online participant. The first question is to Kiran. This Google Material View is only for Android, or will it support web also? If I have a web, and how I will get all this personalized wallpaper color?
So right now Material View is focusing on Android as a platform, but it will eventually, transition into web and anything that is related to the old Google ecosystem.
Okay, thank you.
But the design principles can be
adapted,
right? So just the framework will not be right. Exactly. The guidelines should be done.
For Evangeline, ma'am, whether the Q Labs batches are free of cost.
I think there's a trial version, right?
Yes.
I can take it.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing cloud study jams with cloud communities across India. So where we'll be providing Quick Labs vouchers to participants. So it will be like 1 month free access skill push vouchers to you. It will be like 1 month free access where you can complete as many as labs you want. So we'll be soon doing an announcement, maybe this month or by mid of August. We'll make an announcement and you can register and get free access for 1 month.
Thanks. Hope online questions are answered. So thank you so much, everyone, for that. Next we have a pizza ready for you all, and there is a pizza and swag will be there. Please have it, and we request you all to share this information to your colleagues, friends. Okay, we have as Harsh told, we have a Google Cloud Study Jam. It's a well-defined program. If you want to start your career in Google Cloud, please be part of that. You'll get the free credit and can experiment it. So whatever learning you are doing it, I want you to be part of the hackathon and try to solve the local problem. See, the good thing is we organized initial hackathon, but one of the idea for the police, and that really went up and it was deployed, and now it is available in the entire state of Tamil Nadu. Almost 40-50 lakhs people are actively using Kavalan application to give SOS. That is come from one hackathon in Madurai. Okay, so we want that idea, don't stop from hackathon, take it to the next level and initiate it, and then the project should run as part of the government. Even we had a discussion with the Tamil Nadu e-governance. So the whole idea is, see, if you take a national one, they are always focusing on building a backbone, complete backbone network for UPI or any other platform, and they allow companies or startups to build an application on top of it. If you take BIM, government released BIM application for a UPI transaction. If government says that only BIM is allowed for UPI, 100% we never adapt for digital payment. The problem in government solution is government don't put ads, government don't push the solution. So what government did very intelligently is they build a backbone network and invited company like PhonePe, Google Pay, you guys build on top of it. So what happened is when Google Pay built, Google Pay says every transaction you make, I will give a cashback. Okay, PhonePe says every transaction you make, I will give an offer. For Paytm, similar thing. This is how the entire digital payment ecosystem is it is now become big hit in India because it allows external companies to do that. So we are proposing to TNEG that you build a similar model in a district level where you identify a district problem, build a backbone. So the backbone is running on the government. If I'm applying for a birth certificate, I find the website is really horrible and it's not working. I can use that API, build my own application, Okay, and I can commercialize it. If anyone want to apply for a birth certificate, you can use my app, but the backbone is a government one. Okay, where I can build a really useful app. Currently, if you go to online birth certificate, it's very difficult. Even I asked certain people, "Oh, you are building like that?" Like, no, it's very hard to apply online. And the person nicely tell, if everyone is applying online, how we will make a commission? Okay, so they want to ensure that the system is there, but it won't work. Okay, recently we had a meeting with the IT minister, and the IT minister transparently told, if you guys make everything digital, how we run a party? He openly told, if you make everything digital, how I will run a party? I have almost 1 million active customer, active party member. The active party member has to make minimum 20,000 rupees monthly. That means to run a party, they need 2,000 to 3,000 crores monthly. So the simple ask is, where I will get that money? If you put everything digital, where I will get 3,000 crores monthly to run my party? It's almost like $500 million. Okay, they say like, you guys do digital, but carefully do that, we also make money. So that see, government is now opening up, and you have a lot of opportunity to solve the problem, and government will build the backbone, and we build the front end application. So thank you so much. Like we would take one photo, and then we can have for the some question.
Small cloud. Is there any difference between Firebase versus Google? Because
Firebase.
Firebase also doing the same. We also have the cloud functions and everything. So, what's the main difference between the Firebase and the Google Cloud?
So I tell you, there's not much difference between Firebase function and Cloud Run for functions that you run on GCP. Firebase was designed or developed with a different purpose, whereas Google Cloud functions are designed with a different purpose. So you can do same work, but when Firebase was launched, it was only targeted towards simplifying work of mobile developers, web developers, whereas GCP side functions is to simplify work of backend developers as well, to run cron jobs as well. So GCP functions will help you over there, whereas Firebase functions may not help you towards running multiple cron jobs. Okay. Otherwise,
But also it does.
otherwise it's same.
See, if you are a startup, you want to quickly prototype something, Firebase is a very good tool. Like you can jump into that and make your app running. When you want to scale your application and do containerization, that is where the GCP play a vital role. Firebase really helps you to run your authentication, everything. Like within a day you can able to build your prototype. But GCP, when you want to do scalability, storage, all those aspects, running it in GCP is Firebase. Firebase give basic support to you to quick start your prototype. Any other question? Thank you so much, everyone. So we'll take a photo. Thank you. Stage lecture. Okay. எல்லாரும் வந்து போட்டோ எடுக்கலாம். Or everybody come, or do you want to take it this way? Or you want to take them in groups? Yeah, you can in groups. The image. Maybe one row can see. Okay.
I think what are the decided it's different. There's no
Thank you.